outside in the pool. We can utilize that afterwards to help clean our dishes. We save money on the water bill. We save money on the electric bill. Are we going to become millionaires off of it?
Family pulls over on the side of a highway, and what happens next will make you question if these people should be arrested or if the TV crew filming it should be. In 2014, TLC canceled one of the most revolting reality shows ever aired.
Victoria is the only millionaire that dumpster dives. I'm really not that interested in peeing in a bottle.
Would you please do it to help save money?
In one brief moment, America finally woke up and asked, why the hell are we watching a millionaire pee in a jar, a woman floss with her own hair, and families who serve expired cat food to dinner guests as a form of entertainment? This is what happened when TLC turned child endangerment into entertainment. And once you understand how deep this went, you'll never look at reality TV the same way again. Say hello to Jordan Page, a Utah mom of 8, carefully measuring out exactly 14 Cheerios per child. She told TLC, bacon is for Christmas.
Bacon's for Christmas.
In 2024, a decade later, this episode went viral again. But this time, nobody saw a thrifty mom, they saw a parenting horror clip. From 2012 to 2014, Extreme Cheapskates spewed out 3 disturbing seasons of what TLC had the audacity to call creative money-saving lifestyles.
By washing my clothes in the shower with me, I'm saving at least $15 a month. When I take a shower, I keep a bucket in there and it catches all the excess water from me. I take that water and pour it directly into the toilet, and that's what causes the toilet to flush.
But the Hollywood Reporter called it what it really was, not for weak stomachs. Screen Rant warned, if you're squeamish, this one's tough to sit through. But this really wasn't about being grossed out. It was about children being filmed scavenging for expired food, reusing filthy bathwater, being told to act quirky while quietly suffering and being paraded like sideshow freaks for entertainment and laughs. And behind the cameras, it was much worse. The producers reportedly staged their humiliation, pushed them into degrading setups, and manipulated their choices just to hand them a $1,000 check and walk away. Over the next few minutes, we'll uncover just how deeply cringe this show really was, how TLC had fabricated 90% of the show's content using actors and forced scripts. Yeah, still don't think it's fake? Take Melody Rose Gravitt, for example. She appeared in an episode where TLC claimed her family was so broke, they used newspapers as toilet paper. But in reality, they didn't. That whole scene was staged. We'll get to that one and many more. But first, you need to see how TLC's lies didn't just humiliate families, they started putting real people in danger. Karen and Barry Hearn didn't trust dentists, so they extracted a tooth at home using pliers and a vacuum cleaner as a saliva ejector.
Pain only lasts a short time, but saving that money lasts so much longer.
There was no sterile environment, no anesthetic. Dental professionals condemned it as reckless, but TLC called it innovative. And then came Stephanie, who cooked lasagna in her dishwasher, alongside plates that hadn't been rinsed. Across 3 seasons, audiences watched people use cat food as tuna, bathe in kiddie pools shared with dirty dishes, reuse floss, and even shared toothbrushes. And the producers, they knew the health risks, and they filmed it anyway. Melody Gravitt, who appeared in season 2, told the N News in Eagle they handed us packets of fake activities. The newspaper toilet paper never happened. That was their idea. And here's where it gets disturbing. Some cast members were identified as actors. One woman played a frugal mom on TLC, then showed up on Worst Cooks in America under a completely different name. Meet Amy Elizabeth, a self-proclaimed millionaire who proudly served her house guest a homemade tuna salad sandwich, except it wasn't tuna. It was cat food straight from the can. The guest ate it anyway, smiled, said thank you, and they never knew. Why'd she do it? to save 30 cents. And then there's Victoria Hunt, also a millionaire who urinated in jars to avoid flushing. She claimed it saved a few dollars a month. But what it really revealed? The show wasn't just exploiting the poor, it was manufacturing misery even among the rich. There was this lady named Lydia who had a secret money-saving hack. She called it funeral tracking. She scoured obituaries, tracked down mourning families, then knocked on their doors to ask for the dead's clothing. The production knew exactly what they were doing, and they didn't stop there. Roy Haynes proudly gave his wife roses from a funeral dumpster. He also begged strangers in restaurants for half-eaten food to take home. And viewers? They laughed until it got too real. The O'Brien family was the final nail in the coffin. Amy O'Brien had a net worth of $5.3 million. Yet her life philosophy? If it's not used, I don't want it. Just watch this closely. Dinner is over. The kids had just been playing in a backyard inflatable pool. That very same pool water, murky, warm, and full of whatever toddlers bring into pools, was used to wash the dinner plates. Cross-contamination wasn't a concern. Bacteria wasn't a worry. The only thing that mattered was saving the pennies it would cost to use the kitchen sink. This family saved so much money while their children watched their dinner plates being cleaned in pool water. The health risks were obvious. The psychological message to the children was clear. Your health is worth less than the water bill. Angel Durr appeared on the show 8 months pregnant. Did pregnancy change her extreme cheapskate ways? It only intensified them. She continued visiting junkyards with her husband, Orlando, scavenging for baby supplies among rusted metal and industrial waste. But the most disturbing scene involved her approach to prenatal care. Instead of buying vitamins, she searched for expired medications. Instead of purchasing a breast pump, she attempted to build one from junkyard parts. 8 months pregnant, handling potentially contaminated materials, ingesting expired supplements, preparing to feed her baby with equipment cobbled together from scrap, all to save money she didn't need to save. By now, you might be wondering, how did this get on television? How did dozens of crew members film this without intervening? Well, the answer to that and more requires us to pull back the curtain on how reality TV really works. Casting directors didn't want authenticity, they wanted spectacle. One blogger revealed producers asking her to sign up for dating sites just to scam men for free dinners. By season 3, critics were done. Common Sense Media warned the show was unethical and dangerous, and TLC, they stayed silent. After the cameras stopped rolling, many cast members were left to pick up the pieces. Jordan Page, who once begged for food on camera, built a successful brand as a frugality influencer. But years later, she admitted that the show's portrayal still haunts her. Kate Hashimoto, the woman who used no toilet paper, became a viral meme. She was cyberbullied so relentlessly that she vanished from public life. Melody Gravitt told reporters that her family was mocked and ridiculed after the episode aired. And worst of all, none of them were allowed to keep copies of their own episodes. So why did Extreme Cheapskates really end? There were no lawsuits, no criminal charges, no producers hauled off in handcuffs. But the damage was done. Health professionals condemned the show. Critics called it a Victorian sideshow. And most damningly, viewers stopped watching. In the end, the show doesn't teach you how to save money. It teaches you how to humiliate yourself for $1,000. Extreme Cheapskates packaged poverty as entertainment, turned humiliation into profit. And this wasn't an isolated case. TLC has built an empire on exploitation. Children paraded in makeup, poor families turned into memes, mental illness framed as comedy. They didn't cancel Extreme Cheapskates because they grew a conscience. They canceled it because you stopped watching. Reality TV leaves real scars. For some, it's a viral clip. For others, it's a trauma that never goes away. So the next time you find yourself laughing at somebody dumpster diving, ask yourself, is this real? Or is this someone being paid pennies to humiliate themselves? Listen, we all love drama. We all love entertainment. But when the cost is someone else's dignity or a child's safety, maybe it's time to change the channel. Let us know in the comments, should networks like TLC be held accountable for shows like this? And would you ever go on a reality show like this for $1,000? If you found this video disturbing, make sure you share it. These people deserve for their truth to be seen, not just their worst 12 minutes for $1,000. And if you thought Extreme Cheapskates was bad, wait until you hear what Dance Moms got away with.